Hey guys, Jeremy here from School of Wok Covent Garden. It's Wok Wednesday, and this week it's a suggestion from almost every one of you fans. It is Egg Foo YUM, the takeaway classic. So Egg Foo YUM really can be anything you want, because every single takeaway and restaurant I've been to makes it completely differently. Essentially, it's kind of like a Chinese omelette. We're gonna go veggie here for the veggies out there, but of course it's not vegan because it's got egg in it. So we've got some shiitake mushrooms. I'm gonna just slice those through. I don't want them too small, especially if it's just a veggie omelette. I want a bit of sort of meaty texture in there. You can use button mushrooms or whatever mushrooms you want, really. And some people keep your ingredients sort of raw and put them into the omelette mix. I rather sort of flash fry them or give them a quick cook before we then add it to your omelette mix. I've got some baby leek here, which will go really nicely in this. So just take off any dry ends. And then some nice bite-sized chunks. Again, you can use whatever vegetables you want, really. I want them to cook quickly, so just going into the thicker parts. That can go with your mushrooms. I've got another leek somewhere. Here it is. Easily confused with spring onions, but they do have a different texture. And then actual spring onion, which will again add flavour to the base of this omelette pancake, which is, or has been named, Egg Foo YUM. I'm just sort of piling this all up, no wok clock here today. Garlic, just a clove. You don't want it over garlicky. I'm gonna go, because I'm cooking this, I'm actually gonna go for just slices. That I'm gonna cook sort of straight away, so keep that separate. So I've got my sort of mixed medley of veg, whatever you want really. I've got some bean sprouts you can put in there too, but I'm gonna actually use them for the end. And I'll take a little bit more leek, just to I'll take a little bit more leek, just to flash fry with my bean sprouts for the top. And then we're pretty much there. We just need to now, a stray leek leaf. We just need to beat the eggs and season that. So I've got 6 eggs here. I used to spend hours when I was a kid trying to work out how to crack eggs with one hand. It's an absolute waste of time, so don't even bother. Right, what do we need? We're going to season this. I've got a little bit of white pepper and some sea salt. Don't want it too salty. Again, some people don't really like to season this because they think it makes a difference to the cooking process, but actually the cooking process is all about understanding heat, in my view. So, a bit of salt and pepper is not going to kill your Egg Foo YUM. I'm going to add a bit of sesame oil to the egg. Just a drizzle. So, some people might find this a little controversial, but I'm going to make a corn flour paste and add that paste to my egg mix. I won't use all of it, I'm just making it sort of pasty enough. So it's water and corn flour. I've got about 2 teaspoons of corn flour into that. I'm going to go put 3 teaspoons of my corn flour paste into my egg mix. And if you want to check it for texture, I'm right by my wok, so I'm just going to put a little bit of oil into the wok on a high heat. What we're going to do is just see how this sort of pans out, even a small amount, like a teaspoon. It's taking quite nicely. So it's got a nice sort of pull to that. That's from the corn flour paste, but yeah, I could do with another teaspoon or so. So that's 5 teaspoons of my paste altogether. And another little pinch of salt. So there we go, that's my ad hoc sort of egg mix there with that corn flour paste ready to go. My veg ready to stir fry. I've got my oil in there anyway, so I'm going to go on a high heat in my wok to stir fry my veg. High heat. Garlic in. All that veg in there on a really high heat to make sure that the moisture from the mushrooms doesn't come out. Just sort of searing this veg quickly. I'm going to make up a sauce just to pour over the egg at the end, but pretty much I'm set, ready to go. My sauce, I've got about a tablespoon of vegetarian stir-fry sauce. That's to replace oyster sauce, seeing as it's a veggie dish. About 1 to 1.5 tablespoons of rice wine. Similar amount of light soy. Don't want it too salty though. And a dash of sesame oil. And then we'll top it up with water when I finish it off, and a bit of corn flour paste just to thicken it at the end. So that's my sauce. So you want to get your filling into your egg mix. Just mix that around, and then we can start to cook up. So when you're making a dish like this, the traditional way is actually to deep fry it, but you can just swirl a good amount of oil around the wok, and then just pour that excess out. Now I'm going to take a good ladle of my egg mix. It's on a really high heat right now, but I'm going to take that off and just straight in with the egg mix, and then back down on the heat. And what you're trying to do is create this sort of cakey omelette. I'm on a medium to high heat now. If you are confident enough to do so, once it's sort of just over half cooked, then you want to try and give it a flick if you can. Just bring your egg up to the edge, high heat again, and then give your wok a good toss over. It doesn't need much longer than that. That can come straight out. And you can see that it sticks together, but it's still got a sort of fluffiness to the egg. And this is the way to do it without deep frying. So again, a little bit of oil, baste that round. So if you can't toss the egg through, then you can use a spatula Again, same principle, really high heat at the start. Almost you can switch it off just before your egg goes in. Get enough egg into that hot oil, straight into the center. It's on a high heat and then a medium heat, just to cook that through without it burning. But you do want a nice crisp to it. You're going to cook that until your egg is just over half cooked before you flip it. So straight underneath with your spatula, straight over the top. Doesn't take much longer than that. And then don't forget, you've got your sauce, and I'm going to top it with some flash fried veg, which doesn't take a lot of cooking at all. So just a little drizzle of oil. Smoking hot wok. Your veg goes in. It has that nice sizzling sound. A little sprinkle of salt. Takes about 30 seconds to cook up your bean sprouts. I'm just cooking out the grassiness of the vegetables here. I'm going to pop that. And then last but not least, your sauce. Doesn't really require any oil here, just pour your sauce into a hot wok. Add some water to that sauce. And then the rest of my corn flour paste I'm going to use to thicken up that sauce. High heat, boil that through. Bring it to a vigorous boil. Just stir it gently there. Ready? Yep. And pour that over the top of your Egg Foo YUM. There's my version of your Egg Foo YUM. Slightly healthier than deep frying your egg. You do require a little bit of skill and practice on that egg, and you can use probably your first 1 or 2 eggs to try it out. Nice, simple takeaway dish. Right, so let's take myself back to the takeaway days. You can see the egg's still got that wispiness to it, which is nice. You can hear the crunch of the bean sprouts, and that's why I like to keep them separate. The Egg Foo YUM, great base. Sort of crisp on the outside, soft on the inside, crunchy from the bean sprouts. Love it. I'm just going to keep eating. If you like our sort of slightly healthier version of Egg Foo YUM and you want to learn more about Chinese cooking and Asian cooking in general, subscribe to our channel.